What's up guys, it's the Hunter Project here. Welcome to my channel where you'll find Monster Hunter news, builds, playthroughs and everything in between. Be sure to smash the like, subscribe buttons if you do enjoy. It is extremely appreciated as we make our way to 1000 subscribers. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description, and without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. With Monster Hunter Rise closing in on its release date, we are well aware of the fact that we will not have the Clutch Claw, which is pretty obvious by now, and that was obviously introduced in its Generation 5 sibling game, Monster Hunter World, and instead, now we have the Wire Bug. Today I'll be going over why I will miss and won't be missing the Clutch Claw, and be sure to subscribe to not miss out on my future video where I'll be going into why I like the Wire Bug, as well as why I'm not so fond of the new mechanic to Monster Hunter. Be sure to comment down below how you felt about the Clutch Claw and whether or not you hope it returns in a future entry of Monster Hunter. I think when it comes to the Clutch Claw, I am actually in favour of it, but it did have some vital game-changing annoyances that I will be getting into first. And just before I get into those, this video doesn't mean that I don't like what Rise has done with the Wire Bug. I absolutely love the Wire Bug, and you will see when I make that video as to why I prefer the Wire Bug. But as for this video, without branching too much off of it, let's just get straight into the main thing actually. There's only one thing that I do not like about the Clutch Claw, and the main thing that is the fact in Iceborne, it became a necessity to fight the monster like normal, how you would have in previous Monster Hunter games, including the base game of Rise. Basically, the amount of damage lost for not weakening the monster using the claw attack was a bit too high, in my opinion, meaning it was pretty much forced on the player to have to use it in order to play the game properly, which is quite annoying. This meant a specific way to play the game was forced onto the player, and it was just branching off the normal Monster Hunter gameplay in the traditional sense the game usually worked. This, however, is the only thing that annoyed me with the Clutch Claw, but it is a standalone point due to the fact of how significant it was and how it was a clear issue to the player when facing stronger monsters, as you had to prioritize getting your Clutch Claw weakening hits in before anything else, which did become quite annoying, especially when I was fighting Fatalis at the end of World's life cycle. It was getting quite annoying to try weaken it before actually engaging it to optimize your time, as I remember the first few Fatalis attempts, it wasn't the fact I was dying to it, it was the fact I kept running out of time because I wasn't doing enough damage, and the weakening was a key part in that because of how big the damage boost is, as well as when you're running Agitator, like it just increases the need to wallbang the monster, and of course you would need to weaken the parts as well to make full use of all the skills related to weakening, and it just opened up a whole extra area to the game, which I guess you could see in a positive light, but for me personally, I didn't enjoy the fact that we were forced into using the Clutch Claw to be on the same like fair playing field as the monster. But the Clutch Claw does have many positives in my eyes as well. So the first one being the slinger shots, so the ability to shoot projectiles at the monster and the surroundings to deal extra damage or like even blights to the monster using the various toads was always a joy to me. Like I loved playing World and using my slinger shots, and one of the more iconic ones that I can think of is the giant boulder in the middle of Area 12 in the Ancient Forest, as well as like the paralysis toads that you could find around the Ancient Forest as well as other maps, but those two specifically always stood out to me and I would always make use of them, and as well as of course the end game of World where you repeatedly shot dragon pods up Fatalis's bum, and just overall really cool ability. Another ability that I like that came along with the claw was being able to traverse the monster while you were mounting, so you could target a specific area you actually wanted to damage. So for example, if I grappled onto its head and I wanted to chop its tail off, I could always just quickly shimmy down to its tail and then continue using the mount attack. And of course this could easily be brought back without the need for the claw, but in World specifically they did animate the movement using the claw's increased maneuverability, so I do tie it together with the Clutch Claw. The Clutch Claw also came along with a lot of additional combos across the various weapons of the series, and one of my favourites was the ability to go from the dual blades jumping spinning attack straight into a weakening attack, which I found extremely cool, and I definitely utilized this a lot when I was using the Dual Blades, as it was just such a seamless transition. It just really fit the Dual Blades playstyle of just being really like fluid and agile, and it was definitely one of my favorite combos that they brought in from Iceborne, and that does say a lot considering how many epic, like really cool combos they brought into the franchise with the Iceborne expansion. So yeah, that's definitely one of the combos using the Clutch Claw for me that's really up there. And finally, my favourite ability that derives from the Clutch Claw, which I will miss, is the ability to throw monsters into the wall using the Slinger Shot while mounted on its head. So of course we do have the ability to Wyvern Ride monsters into the wall in Rise, but I feel like it just won't feel the same as mounting the monster with the Clutch Claw, smacking its head to the side to make it face the wall, and then loading it like a cannon straight into a hard wall, inflicting a solid amount of damage. And of course I just love the process. I remember there would be times where I would jump off a cliff, and before I would even hit the ground, I would Clutch Claw straight to the head, and then smack it to the side and push it straight into a wall. And I just always thought that was really cool, the fact that I didn't even touch the floor to deal damage to the monster, like just to seamlessly transition onto its head using the Clutch Claw. So of course it didn't look too stupid, it looked relatively realistic to what capabilities we had. But overall, I will miss this mechanic to Monster Hunter World. And of course, Rise does bring in the wire bug, which looks fantastic as well. I love what they've done with it, and I couldn't get enough of it when I was playing the demo, just running around using the wire bug to get over mountains and being able to jump out of the way of the monster or get towards the monster using the wire bug. So there's a lot of things that weigh up which one I prefer, and I don't think I can choose between the two. I feel like they're going for different things. So overall, just make sure that if you take anything away from this video, I don't think Rise is handling it in a bad way. It's just they're handling it in different ways, and I definitely do like the way Rise has brought in the wire bug and the revised mounting mechanics. They're both really good, but I will definitely miss using the Clutch Claw, considering how long we got to use it before Rise, the next proper mainline release, released. That does bring us to the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like, subscribe buttons. It is extremely appreciated as we make our way to 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description, and also comment down below what you thought about the Clutch Claw, and stay tuned for my video on my views on the wire bug. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.